Hello, families and students. This is the homework help video for the week of September 29th through October the 3rd. This is our top sheet for homework this week. And this week we are closing out our unit on converting between two customary units of length, weight, liquid volume, or time. We are having a common assessment on converting metric units and using powers of 10 this Thursday. Also, picture day is Tuesday, September the 30th. Students do not need to wear their uniforms, but administration is asking that students do not wear graphic tees, ripped jeans, or hoodies. Remember that homework must be fully completed in order for it to be counted. This includes no blanks and no missing pages. This week, there are 3 separate assignments. The first one is on metric measurement conversion tables. The second is comparing metric measurements. And the third is a reteach lesson from HMH, convert customary measurement. So here are our anchor charts for this week. We are learning conversions of time this week, and we are revisiting converting metric units. All students should know that King Henry died by drinking chocolate milk acronym that represents how to convert between the units by using powers of 10. So here's first night's homework, metric measurement conversion tables. Please use this key that lists the lengths, capacity, mass, and weight conversions, and you're going to complete the tables by converting metric measurements. You're going from centimeters to millimeters. So for the first one, it has the number 5 for the centimeters. The best thing that you can do, students, is to go under length and see that for 1 centimeter, there are 10 millimeters. So you know that you need to multiply the centimeter that is given by 10 in order to get your answer for each millimeter that is blank. So for 5 centimeters, you need to multiply times 10 to get the millimeters. So for the centimeters, I revealed that answer to students because remember, if you have to multiply by 5 to get the millimeters, it means the millimeters that are given, the 75, that means you have to divide by 10. So that means that you shift the place value 1 place to the left, and that gives us 7 and 5/10. Remember, you are given 12 for the centimeters, which means you multiply by 10 to get your millimeters. For your last one in that column, for number 1, you have 200 millimeters. Remember what you did for 75 millimeters. We divide. So you must divide by 10 to get your number of centimeters. Remember, when you divide by a power of 10, you shift the decimal place 1 place to the left to decrease the number. For box number 2, you're going from kilometers to meters. If you look at the conversion box up top, 1 kilometer equals 1,000 meters. So for every kilometer, you must multiply by 1,000 to get the amount of meters. You're going to do the opposite, meaning divide by 1,000 to get the number of kilometers. So for 3, you're going to multiply by 1,000. 6,200. You're going to divide by 1,000 to get 6 and 2/10. For the kilometers, 9 and 5/10, you're going to multiply by 1,000 to get a larger number for your meters. For 15,000 meters, you're going to divide by 1,000 to get a smaller number of kilometers. Box number 3 is going from kilograms to grams, or in grams to kilograms. The conversion box tells us that for 1 kilogram, there are 1,000 grams. So if there are 8 kilograms, you have to multiply by 1,000 to get the amount of grams. 12,300 grams divided by 1,000 gives us 12 and 3/10. Remember, we shift the place value to the left for the amount of zeros. That means 3 places to the left. For 24 kilograms, we're going to multiply by 1,000, meaning we're going to shift our place value 3 places to the right. For 50,000 grams, we're going to divide by 1,000, meaning we're going to shift the place value 3 places to the left to get the amount of kilograms. So we're going to do the same steps for boxes 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Students, remember to refer to the conversion box up top to tell you how many centimeters there are in 1 meter, and vice versa. If they give you the meter, that means you need to divide to get the centimeter. Sorry, the opposite is true. They give you the meter. If they give you the meter, you're going to multiply to get to the centimeter because a centimeter is less than a meter. So please refer to your conversion key at the top for numbers 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Comparing metric measurements. It says there's another conversion box up top. You're going to compare each set of metric measurements using less than, greater than, or equal to. So you must convert the units to the same unit in order to compare them both. Number 1, it says 8 centimeters versus 18 millimeters. So if we look at our millimeters up top, it tells us that 1 centimeter equals 10 millimeters. So in order to change 18 millimeters to centimeters, or 8 centimeters to millimeters, which is probably easier, you want to multiply 8 times 10 to get 80 millimeters, and then you will be able to compare 80 millimeters versus 18 millimeters. And you can clearly see that 80 millimeters is greater than 18 millimeters. So students, it is probably easier to convert your units to the smaller units and then compare them. So for number 2, you will probably want to convert your kilograms to grams. For example, for 1 kilogram, there's 1,000 grams. So I know that 6 times 1,000 equals 6,000. So now I can compare 650 grams to 6,000 grams. You can clearly see that 6,000 grams is going to be greater than 650 grams. So go through and convert your units to the smaller unit and then compare them both. I'm going to repeat, in order to compare these units, they have to be converted to the same unit. And it's easier to convert these units to the smaller unit. So for numbers 11 through 16, it gets to be a little more challenging. So you're going to compare each set of metric units using less than, greater than, or equal to. Again, you need to change them all to the same unit. And it's easier to change them all to the smaller unit. For example, for number 13, 1 meter equals 100 centimeters. Then I can add 100 plus 20 centimeters to get 120 centimeters. 120 centimeters is less than 150 centimeters. Number 15, 5 kilometers equals 5,000 meters. 5,000 meters plus 200 meters equals 5,200 meters. Then I need to change 5,200 meters to centimeters. And my total is 520,000 centimeters. That is greater than 52,000 centimeters. You're going to do the same thing with the others. Remember, turn them to the smaller units so that you can clearly compare both sides. For your last assignment, convert customary measurements. The tables show equivalent amounts in different customary units. Use the tables to convert the measurements. Multiply to convert from a larger unit to a smaller unit. How many inches are in 3 miles? Think. Miles are larger than inches. 1 mile equals 5,280 feet. 1 foot equals 12 inches. So you would multiply 3 times 5,280, which equals 15,840. There are 15,840 feet in 3 miles. 15,840 times 12 equals 190,080. So there are 190,080 inches in 3 miles. Divide to convert from a smaller unit to a larger unit. How many pounds are in 40 ounces? Think. Ounces are smaller than pounds. 1 pound equals 16 ounces. Divide 40 by 16 to get 2, remainder 8. There are 2 pounds and 8 ounces in 40 ounces. Now, what I did for the bottom is I gave you guys the division or multiplication problems. So for number 1, the division problem is laid out for you. It's 72 divided by 12. Students, you guys should know your multiples of 12. 12 times what number equals 72? That's your answer in feet to number 1. Number 2, 5 pounds equals 5 times what? That gives you how many ounces? So you have to look at your chart, which is on your sheet, that lets you know that for 1 pound, there are 16 ounces. That means 5 times 16 equals how many ounces? For number 3, 80 ounces equals how many cups? 80 divided by 8 will give you your answer. For number 4, 4 miles equals how many yards? 4 times 1,760 will give you your answer in yards. Number 5, 3 quarts equals how many cups? 3 times 4 will give you your answer. Number 6, 7 tons equals how many pounds? 7 times 2,000 will give you your answer in pounds. Number 7, 64 ounces equals how many pints? 64 divided by 16 will give you your answer in pints. Number 8, 110 inches equals 3 yards in how many inches? So I did half of the work for you. 110 divided by 36 equals 3. But what's left over, students? Multiply 36 times 3 to get your answer. Subtract that answer from 110 to get what's missing in inches. Number 9, 2 gallons equals how many ounces? 128 times 2 equals the amount in ounces. For number 10, 5 miles equals this many inches. Now that was a pretty big number, students. So I did the math for you because we have not gone over multiplying multi-digit numbers yet. I went ahead and worked it out. 63,360 times 5. The answer is 316,800 inches. Students, replay this video as many times as you need to. Pause it as many times as needed. And remember, this video is posted on my YouTube channel, Google Classroom, and it has been sent on PBIS to all families who are connected.